Hey there, welcome to episode 8. Just a quick intro. Today is the day. If you look, all this. Unfortunately, the beard is gonna go today, so we're saying goodbye to it. Yeah, it's a little emotional because I've had this for, the last 4 years, and my daughter and my wife really like it, and so it's gonna be tough to do. This has been a tough week for me in general. Really, things were fine through, let's see, Monday was okay. Tuesday, when I went in for a radiation, remember that permanent ball of phlegm right here? They tried to put my mask on, and it was like really, really uncomfortable, and I felt like I was drowning. So I had to get up off the table and take a minute to compose myself, and then drink some water, and then I was eventually able to go through with it. And so that was a little tough for me. Hadn't experienced anything like that since the original panic, when they were doing the mask and all that. So it brought back some weird, maybe not weird, but just some uncomfortable feelings of panic. So the next day I took a Xanax and went in, and everything was fine. Wednesday and Thursday passed okay, except for Thursday. This is kind of weird. I went through chemo and radiation, and then came home, and as I normally do, I took Ava for, this time, just a walk around the block. Literally takes me 15 minutes to get around our block, so not very long. And then when we got home, we went out back for a little bit so she could play in the backyard. Well, unbeknownst to me, during that time, I was getting a massive sunburn, which you probably can't tell right now, but it was really bad. And then, if that wasn't enough, I was rushing around and doing a lot of stuff on Thursday, and I just totally way overdid it. And so Thursday night, really, I started running a pretty high temperature to the point where I had to go to the emergency room on Friday morning. So I had to skip radiation so I could go to the emergency room. And with all the coronavirus stuff going on, that was a process in and of itself. The place was set up like a military installation. They had checkpoints, and they were asking about risk things, and whether or not I'd been traveling, and whether or not I had symptoms or whatever. So, long story short, I was able to go in, but I had to wear a mask, and they took me right in because I was immunodeficient or depressed, whatever they call it. And spent about 4 hours in the emergency room yesterday, Friday, and all the tests that they gave me came back negative for flu, any other kind of infections or whatever. So, long story short, I know I said that earlier. It just came down to I did way too much on Thursday and just wore myself out, and the sunburn is really what gave me the fever. My fever was like 102.5, so that's not good. I don't know if you can tell right now, but it's really tough for me to talk because my tongue is just really raw, and it's rubbing against the side, my molars when I talk, so it's getting extra sore. So I'll probably keep this episode short, or maybe tack on an additional segment later. But so those are the highlights. Losing my beard, probably shaving it off today. Spent some time in the hospital, not fun. Not looking forward to this whole coronavirus thing, having to adapt to this social distancing, not going to box stores like I'm used to, or going out in crowds. Everything's canceled anyway, so there are no crowds. So that's kind of tough, but we're making do here. And if anything, it'll give us a chance to connect as a family and to, spend time together. And, there's at least a silver lining in that. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, here's my new clean shaven face. First time in like 3 or 4 years where I've had this, and I don't remember having this fat a neck, so I think I'm getting some, what they call lymphedema, something like that. So it's something that cancer patients get when, I guess, I don't really know why or how, and it takes some kind of therapy to actually get rid of it. Or maybe a little nip and tuck when I'm done. I don't know. We'll see. I gotta stop playing with my neck. Sorry. Anyway, so the rest of this weekend has gone okay, except for, again, my mouth is just killing me, and it's tough to talk, and it's tough to swallow and really eat anything. So I've probably lost another few pounds this weekend, noticing I'm tightening the belt a lot more than I usually do. So, I mean, it is what it is. We knew, right? We knew that I was going to lose some weight, and in fact, I am. We knew that it was going to be tough for me to eat and swallow, and in fact, I am. So all of this stuff, it's not like we didn't know any of it was going to come to pass. Like I said, you got to roll with it. You got to do it to get through it, so you better get to it, as a wise man once said. Anyway, we'll keep this episode short this time. I appreciate everybody hanging in with me. And, I'm offering up prayers to all those affected by the coronavirus. Anybody who is, like me, having to really practice extreme social distancing over the coming weeks. It's going to be tough for us all to get through, but let's focus on the positives of connecting with family, connecting with our inner thoughts, connecting to God, and just being present and in the moment with the ones we love, and checking in on them too. That really helps. I can tell you from personal experience, and you guys have heard my gratitude towards that. Anyway, that's all I have for this week. More to come next week, and let's just hope this mouth thing's clears up a little bit, so I'm not losing weight by the handful of pounds, maybe just by that much. I don't mind actually losing some weight, but not too much. Anyway, that's all for now. Peace out. Love y'all.